It's been 3 weeks since we've purchased our 2013 Ford Focus ST, and we've done a ton of things. So let's recap real quick. The first thing we did is we installed the green air filter, and we immediately heard the turbo. Then we added the RS lid, or RS style lid, the top of the intake box lid, and that gave us a little bit more sound because this car was so quiet. We're talking about dead quiet. The only thing you heard was this artificial noise that you got from the Sound Imposer. It's a little system that pipes in, sound from the intake into the passenger side. So after we did that, we had a front license plate and we removed it. And I could tell you that that was a humongous pain in the butt because the bolts went in this way. So if you wanted to take the bolts out or the rivets out, you had to take the bumper off. So we had to drill those out. So we got the front plate off, which makes, the front end look a little bit better. And then after that, we cleaned up our wheels because they had brake dust and these crevices that was caked on there for over a decade. And with some elbow grease, we got majority of that off. Now, after we got the intake noise, I really wanted to get an exhaust. So we ordered the Ford Performance exhaust and we installed that. And that definitely was a pain in the butt because we had to cut stuff. And it's because the exhaust was one piece. But the Ford Performance exhaust, which is a collaboration with Borla, really was an awesome combination. But when I was driving the car and I was looking at the forums, people were saying that when you have an intake and an exhaust, the Sound Imposer starts to mess with the sound. But then I realized that somebody said you could just unplug it and test it out. So I unplugged mine and went for a drive, and OMG, major difference. As a matter of fact, the Sound Imposer, when you have an intake and an exhaust, it literally adds drone and it kind of competes with everything. And if you think about it, it's like a symphony. You have the intake, right? And then you have the exhaust. But then if you add noise inside the cabin that's piped in and it's not really synced in with the rest of the music, it really throws everything off. So when we unplugged it, the car sounded correct. It sounded great. So what we did is we ordered 3, not just 1, 3 Sound Imposer delete kits, and we're gonna actually compare them and see, if the one on Amazon, which is $20-something, how the build quality is versus the most popular ones. And then we're gonna give some away because we don't need 3. So that's gonna be exciting. That's what we've done so far with the car. This car, every time I drive it, I get a smile. I am back to when I was a young man driving around and having fun with cars. So I'm telling you guys, the funnest and the driving experience, I love these cars. All right, guys, that is the update with the Ford ST. Stay tuned because we are having fun.